Hello. Welcome to the stream. Another beautiful day of World of Warcraft. Probably. We have only a few days left until the Scourge event starts, so hoping that I can bang out level 50 today. However, I do want to get my level work into 260 first. So we're probably gonna go grind like 100 thick leather for the start of the day. Get some rugged leather along the way as well. Got 13 thick leather so far, so. Boat's here. Can we make it? I do need to go across there. If I run to this boat and it leaves, I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm not even gonna make the run. Alright, I'm less annoyed because it left before I got to the running. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the Yetis and just farm Yetis for, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours. However long it takes. We'll be getting some experience while we're doing it as well, so it's not going to be terrible. I think, you know, by the time we get the lever needed, we'll probably have 80k experience into this level. Did a lot of Searing Gorge yesterday. Very good. Very good experience. Today we just finish it off, hopefully. Because then if we can finish off Rugen today, we can start Elia. Get Elia to, you know, 46, 48-ish before we maybe have to pack it in and have a holiday from WoW. I might need to go about checking the mail on every character after today's stream rather than after Friday, because some of the characters are in Stormwind. And Stormwind is not a safe zone when this event is happening. And that is the problem with the Scourge event. Even if you're in a main city, you could randomly die. And that's why I'm like, maybe I just go play another game for a month and then come back at the end of October. Refreshed, ready to grind. But maybe I'll like not playing so much that I won't wanna. I really wish they just did the next adventure in December, because my sub runs out right before December. And by not playing October, if I don't end up playing, it feels like I'm wasting, not money because I'm not paying for it, but time. Time is money, isn't it? Thankfully, I haven't been paying for World of Warcraft for like a year. But it is still WoW Gold that got me time. Don't think I've paid a single sub in World of Warcraft since the end of last retail expansion. Been pretty good. Got 1 million gold still on retail. It's like 4 months. But it will go down with the expansion. It's honestly the main reason to play retail, just so I can play classic for free. 1 month of retail gold farming's like a year worth of classic. Because when a video game's $27 a month, it kind of doesn't feel that great to pay. If it was still the standard 15 a month, easy, done. But you know, times change. Alright. Let us farm some yetis. We need 4 more levels to get to 250. Probably going to be Nightscape pants the whole way to 250. Because they are the cheapest and most efficient thing to make for me. Even if it's 14 thick leather. Once we hit 250 we can make the rugged stuff. So I wouldn't mind some rugged leather as well. Like if we get rugged leather rather than thick leather, it's fine. Gonna feel pretty safe out here though. After what we were doing yesterday. Fighting elites. To be fair, those elites were pretty chill. Like, sure, I would have to bam heal Grim. But other than that, pretty chill. But I would say for the next hour or two, our hunter leveling is going to be basically just this. Nothing too exciting, but it needs to be done. And then if we have the time towards the end of, like we finish this up, we get to 260 level working. If we have the time after that, then I'll go hit level 50. Be nice to get it done today. People rock up here and start skinning the mobs. We don't like them. Still haven't found the distress beacon, so that could be a thing as well. From farming these for skins, we might just get an extra 4,000 experience. That wouldn't be too bad. Finally hit him with our sword. It's still a long way to go until it's camped, but we are doing damage with it. Honestly, wouldn't mind if someone comes here and starts farming mobs, doesn't skin. Like the Incendisaurs yesterday, while we were doing them, we had a group of people rock up, like 3 dudes. No skinners in their party. So much free skin. Great. But yeah, I'm thinking 5 stacks of thick leather. 5 stacks of thick leather and then we're happy. So that could be another 80 kills or 200. Just depends on the rugged leather ratio. I think so far it's like 3 to 1. 3 thick leather per 1 rugged leather. But I'd say it would average out to like 5 to 1, something like that. So we should hopefully get at least another stack of rugged leather. We're going to need that as well, after all. Depending on how much rugged leather it actually takes me to get to 260. At the end of Rugen's stint, so there's a lot of leatherworking and a lot of grinding for leather. I've noticed. Since the beginning. I think when we were about level 20, we did like 2 levels of just grinding for leather. We don't need to do 2 levels of it this time, but similar. Probably taking about as much time though. I think I killed like 100 bears and boars that day. Like the big drops. I'd actually put this up here. I can go in this cave, but I don't know if I really care to. I'm sure mobs will be respawning quick enough for us that we don't need to go in the cave. And maybe we'll get lucky and get a blue or a purple. Surely a purple has to exist one day. So last night, I put out the auto bin, right? Garbage bin, whatever you want to call it. And then it started being really windy. And I looked outside, because I was like, it's so windy right now, I wonder if the bin's okay. I looked outside and I didn't see the bin. It had blown over. It was lying down. There's not too much in it, so it makes sense. It can just wait a few weeks. Just bring it back in and like, well, it's not like it's full. Elder Rage scars might give us more rugged leather. Wicked Claw. That's wicked. But it always pays to, you know, check things out. If you're feeling like your bin might have blown away down the road, it's better to look before it happens. But then today's like a beautiful, calm, sunny day, so guess it was just the night that was a bit crazy. Raining and windy, and I'm surprised there was no thunder because it is spring and storms do prop up a lot here. Spring. This is one thing that's probably going to stop us from hitting 50 within 4 days played, actually. Is the beginning grind. Because we're only an hour away from 4 days played. We're 8 minutes away from Baumer's time to 49 though. So we've smashed that because we're almost halfway through. Expected. Hunter is way better at leveling than Paladin is, even with all the extracurricular activity. Let Grim get food. Let Grim eat before we send her off. Go. Wow. One of my favorite YouTube videos. There's a girl standing outside with her dog. She says, go. To, you know, signal the dog that it can start walking. And the dog absolutely bolts. And the next thing you hear is, blah, when she falls over. That and Please Help Me, I Am Under the Water. Definitely my top 2 favorite YouTube videos. Simple, 5 seconds long. No brain rot. Just something funny. I guess I like my videos as well, but you know, they're long. They're like 20 minutes long and stuff. Some of them are longer. I feel like I have at least one 40-minute video. Well, I have longer than that for the BG3 playthrough. There's some hour-long video. But when it comes to WoW, yeah, I think I've got at least one 40-minute video. Ooh. Two-handed sword of the monkey. I keep finding two-handed weapons of the monkey instead of, you know, two-handed weapons of the bear. Something that would be beneficial to my warrior or paladin. Question is, do I want to use this? 13 agility, I would lose attack power. But I would gain crit. See. I mean, I'm not going to use it on any other character because it's 3.1 speed, so it would be worse than what my paladin and warrior have. But I can check it out. 81.6 would go to 81, so we'd lose 0.6 DPS. Crit is kind of hard to see because I have less crit with my weapon than I do my ranged weapon, right? I don't have the add-on that tells me. But I mean, this alone gains me 0.3 crit. I think it's probably worth. Like I said, I lose some attack power, but I like crit. I don't think our damage will change that much. Like, we're still critting for the same amount of damage. We might just crit more. Yeah, about the same in terms of damage. So it's fine. Got 28 of each rugged and thick leather. We are gaining crit as well when we level. I can't even calculate my crit with that because my gun is so much higher skill level than my two-handed swords. Don't have permission to loot that. Well, I was. There I was. The Silphid Desert. Silphus Desert. That's an old video. Speaking of. The illegal Danish. A Mind Flame original. Takes me back. It has been 20 years of World of Warcraft videos and history, and I kind of remember a majority of them. I said we'll be at 80,000 experience by the time we're done with this. I think we'll be very much past 80,000 experience. Like, I'm thinking we'll definitely probably be near 100,000 experience just by looking at. Damn, Grim trying to tank, but we keep critting. Mob started respawning quick. Was I just slow? Maybe. I did have a drink. That's enough, I guess. No more drinking. I think I did find the pristine Yeti hide on this character. Don't know why it's still, like, here, but... oh, it is repeatable. That makes sense. Apparently it's worth 2,200 experience every time, so... pretty good repeatable. I thought it was a one-time use. I've never found it twice on a character. But I guess I never really have farmed here for skins either. See? See, this boot flask trinket for a hunter, I think, is not going to be very useful. Because we have to be close to the mob for it to actually do damage. But if we're ever in a situation when we're in melee against the scary mob, maybe. Wherever in melee against the scary mob, though, I'm gonna be thinking, like, what the hell? How did I get here? Like, where's Grim? Grim, save me. Then Grim saved me. Delicious fresh water. Thick hide. We will put the thick hide above rugged leather. Because we will get less of them. I want to keep the lever in a nice uniform position. One silver, poor Yeti. I mean, we did loot 80 copper from a Yeti before. That guy did not have a lot of money. $269. Hey look, a pristine Yeti hide. We were just talking about it. It is repeatable. Get another 70 silver for that. Don't think I can loot one while I have one. Yeah, it is unique, so if I wanted to care about it, I'd have to go back and turn it in, but I don't. So it's just extra experience. We'll just hand it in when we go back to the island. We're so close. For the first time playing Rugen this stint, we're going to run out of rested experience. I've actually been fully rested the whole time playing this character this time around. We're 3.5 levels into our 4 levels that we have to do. And I've had rested the whole time. Pretty crazy. It's mainly because I logged into Rugen, played him for like, you know, half a level or whatever, and then logged out for the weekend. Basically got the half a level back from not playing those 2 days. Pretty good. Not really a character that needs it. That is annoying. I delete this one. Take that one. Then I can skin it. Already got the quest. I thought when I deleted it, it would have got rid of the quest, but no. I was about to say, this is annoying, I can't loot it. Just delete one and pick it up. Not very often that you get 3 pristine Yeti hides on one character. But yeah, Rugen is probably one of the 2, maybe 3 characters that don't even need rested experience to have a good leveling journey. But him and Lena have definitely had the most rested experience when it matters. Another pristine Yeti hide. It's actually crazy. RNG. Especially finding like what, 3 of them within 2 minutes? Like I picked one up and now they're suddenly just dropping all over the place. But I remember when I had to do like a a 4-level stint, I think, on Lena, and we had 3 levels of that were rested. But yeah, Lena and Rugen have definitely had a easy path before it, and then an easy path because of it. Hey, I ain't complaining. It means we speed up the Medley. Because, let's be real. Leveling, however many characters we've been leveling, it takes some time. People out there doing ultra hardcore right now, this is worse. This is like mega long term. Being able to start and complete the medley should show everyone how dedicated I am to finishing something. Like, we haven't finished it yet, obviously. But we're getting there. But if that doesn't show dedication, I don't know what does. If I set my mind to something, I'm finish it. Maybe it shows a little bit of insanity. But I'm not doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I'm expecting the same results. That's the problem. It's not insanity, it's just crazy. Did I ever tell you definition sanity? But I loved Far Cry 3 so much. Michael Mundu playing Vars, so good. Also the fact that he looked like him. They said before they released Far Cry 3, there was a little video series that they did with Michael Mundo and McLovin, whatever his real name is. McLovin from Superbad. That was pretty sick. I think Far Cry 3 was like the last Ubisoft game that actually was exciting. Maybe Black Flag. I think it's been a while since I've been excited over a Ubisoft game. I don't think I ever will be again, because pretty shitty company these days. Where are our mobs? We're killing too good. We have to go more in the cave. Maybe we just go in the cave the whole way, clear it out, and then come out and it's fresh. This is our final mob of rest experience for this leg of the hardcore medley on Rugen. Rested got us so far. 3 levels and 80,000 experience. Been actually insane. And I've been playing. Like, since starting Rugen this time, I've only taken 2 days off. And it was my usual weekend. It's not like I've had, you know, a week off. Which I was definitely getting there on the Paladin. Growl. When do we get an upgraded multi-shot? It should be soon. 54. It's not that soon. 40 extra damage though. Not that soon. We're almost halfway on our thick lever. Well, I said we'll be upwards to like 100k experience by the time we're done with this. Which is fine. It means that less to do after. I'm gonna go deeper in the cave. I'd say I want at least 50 rugged leather as well, because we're definitely going to need. Like, there might be more skinning after we're done with this skinning, honestly. We might get to 260 if we can, and then be like, okay, we've got to go skinning again. Probably be in for Alice, because we're probably going to be in for Alice. That's where the trainer is. Oh. Big crits. For a hunter. Honestly, our hunter damage is okay. Could be worse. I don't know if I'll go like all the way in the cave, but it's not like a scary cave, honestly. It's pretty chill in here. Mobs are all spread out pretty far. I think the only way it would be a scary cave is if another person came in and started running around like crazy. Which I guess is one reason not to be in here. Because you never know when that's gonna happen. You could be chilling in the safest cave in the world, and then some crazy person comes in, they jump down there, they pull all the yiddies, then they're making their escape and you get all the social aggro. Even another pristine hide. Alright, that's our fourth one. Crazy. Yeah, I'd say as long as I get 50 ragged leather from this. From our 100 thick leather. Hopefully that should get us close to 260. And then I think because we'll be in the hinterlands on our way to 260, we'll probably go down to the turtles in front of the horde camp. Do the rest there. We should get more rugged leather there, I think. It might have turned weirdly, like a rogue was standing there. There is a rogue. Maybe I stole his mob. Oh well. Could have pulled it. I haven't really been using stealth too much on my current Medley rogue, honestly. I kind of just run up to mobs and start beating them. I think as we As we go into the 40s and 50s though, you know, we'll start opening with cheap shot Slice and Dice when Slice and Dice gets rank 2. Slice and Dice rank 1 is so dog shit. Not even worth. And then there'll come a point where I probably have improved this, and I'll stop using Slice and Dice, and that will really annoy people. Even though improved this does do more DPS all round. I've already tested it myself. Great Scrim. It's always fun reading like YouTube comments when people are like, "Why are you using Slice and Dice as combat rogue?" Like, well, 1, I don't want to parry haste the mob at this level. 2, I can just kill it with a vis. So what's the point of using Slice and Dice? We're not doing raiding or dungeon. Why you gotta do that? Having a drink. It was an angry YouTube commenter. I wasn't gonna stop having a drink. Fuck it. I'll just tank the mob for a second. I mean, I got my rogue 60, right? So, does it really matter if I'm using Slice and Dice or not? I don't think so. Plus, I'm pretty sure, like, someone like PS Hero, who stops using Slice and Dice at about the same time I stop using it, it's probably better than 90% of the people that will comment on a YouTube video in terms of, like, rogue skill. Because he's only playing rogue in Classic, right? I don't even know if he's still streaming. I haven't really watched Twitch that much in like the last 6 months. When I open the website for the day, I see people online. Like you know, when I started my stream today, I saw that Zayu was still playing. And he's died in ultra hardcore now. But I like haven't watched anyone in like 6 months time. I don't even know what people are doing. The only reason I know about Zayu playing ultra hardcore is because I saw a YouTube video of him returning to hardcore WoW. And then one of my friends was like, I'm gonna play ultra hardcore. Because hardcore is too easy. That's how I see it. Like, they're all like, hardcore's too easy, we need something harder. That's why we need TBC hardcore. Even if TBC hardcore doesn't happen though, we're still gonna play TBC hardcore, aren't we? Because 1 to 60 is going to be easy. But then you'll step into outlanes and you'll start getting your shit beaten. Even before you get to the dungeon. The heroic dungeons, they're going to be ending people's life all the time. And then if you actually make it to the raids... Oh. Like, I'm sure there'll be at least 2 people dying in Gruul's Lair from the Gruul, like, hardening mechanic. Every single shader. Be one guy that's just standing too close to another guy. See you later. It's also our 5th pristine Yeti hide, I think, maybe 6th. And then if a guild's actually able to make it to Blackwing Lair, well, there is a instant death mechanic on Terran Gorefiend, isn't there? So people gonna be dying there. But yeah, TBC is gonna be killing people. It's gonna be good for content. I'm looking forward to it. I want to go through Eversong Woods again and stuff. I didn't play TBC Classic because I knew it would have just eaten so much of my life if I did. I love that version of the game. I'm not sure if TBC is my overall favorite expansion, but it's definitely close. Because the raiding's good, content outside is good. Obviously, flying mounts did make PvP in the outdoors a little less exciting. But it still happened. Arena was fun when it first came out. Now, Arena on hardcore would be interesting. Hardcore Arena. Be like real life Arena, you know, in the ancient Roman times. Step into the arena, if you die, you die. Better be good. I'm not that good at PvP in World of Warcraft though, honestly. I would say when TBC came out, I was semi-decent at PvP because I did spend a lot of time PvPing on my hunter to get to rank 13, which made me semi-decent at it, you know? But Arena's a bit of a different beast from like a battleground still, so... There were things that I was bad at, and one of them was fuller humping. I always hated when I fought someone who was really good at, you know, Aloysian on a pillar, because I played a hunter for the start of TBC. I did not enjoy it in Arena at all. That's why I ended up going melee on the Ret Paladin throughout the middle part of TBC, because playing Arena as a caster or a range was annoying. If I'm playing melee, I'm always on top of the enemy. So they can't Alois me because I'm on them. It's absolutely infuriating. But then I also had 200 to 300 MS, so they could still do it. There were so many times, my friend and I used to play Arena a lot back in like the Daramek tier days, when like Swifty and Era, Arcada, all those guys were on Darkspear. We were also on Darkspear, so we ran into them a few times in Arena. We fought Hotted in Arena for 45 minutes one time. He raged about it on the stream. That was pretty funny. Because they couldn't kill us and we couldn't kill them. It was like the biggest counter comps. My friend and I fought some rank 1 gladiators quite often because that server had them all. And we were within range enough to fight them without MMR. And they were always so good at like dipping out at the right time and just surviving on like 1% health, and it always infuriated us. Like they were so good at arena, which is probably why they were rank 1 gladiators. But it was so annoying to play against. Because you'd be like, oh, go for the kill, go for the kill. It's like, he's on 1%, surely we can... No, he's back to full, fuck. Those were good times. I wish I was able to stream back then. I think that would have been amazing stream content. Because I actually cared about the game back then. Not so much these days. I haven't PvP'd in retail for like, I don't know, 6-7 years or something. I think I did a little bit in BFA just to fuck around in arena, but that's like the last time really. Another one of those 69 silver swords. Two of them now. Imagine if I was playing scavenger today, I would have had this sword, equip this sword, go back to this sword. We're doing... getting there. 31 leather to go until we've got all the thick leather I want. I definitely know I'm going to need more rugged leather. That's probably why we're going to have to farm in for hinterlands a little bit, because the mobs will be higher level there. Level 50. So we'll end up getting more rugged leather. Get him, Grim. Respawn that scared me. It's like the first time that Grim's been our level during this stint for a good amount of time. Like, she hit 48 when I was 48, but I was like 1 bar away from leveling. Something like that. 1 or 2 bars. Don't know if this mob is the mob that comes out, so I'll just... that guy that walks around. It'll be fun to see how much experience I have when I end up being done with this little grind. But then I know I'm gonna have to grind more leather in the hinterlands, most likely, so... yeah. Stay right there, Mr. Yeti. Good farm on. We will be a little bit over on thick leather from what we need, but that's kind of the plan, because I know I'm gonna have to get a lot more rugged leather. Definitely won't have enough for what I want. And we find another pristine Yeti hide on our way up. Maybe because I have one in my inventory, it's just dropping more. Like, how many of them have I found now? 6 today? Pretty crazy. If I pull an aggro there, I actually made it so this Yeti doesn't get to us as fast. It wasn't really my plan, but... yeah, I'll just say it was. Brim needs to eat. Brim hungry. Brim can eat while we skin. Perfect. And it's been an hour already. We haven't been here an hour, but stream's been an hour. Crazy. 30 minutes until we pass 4 days played on the first character of the hardcore medley to do it. We'll definitely be doing that. Four days played is about the, like, time it takes for a good hunter to actually hit level 60. I remember when I started my Horde character, because I had my Alliance Night Elf Hunter as my first character in WoW ever, but then I made a Horde character when some new batch of servers come out, and I remember like watching people level, right? And the very first guy to hit 60 on that server was a hunter. It's either a hunter or a mage, generally. But back then it was basically only hunters class because everyone else was terrible. Mages didn't have good talents and stuff like that. They couldn't really AoE farm. That well, anyway. But he hit level 60 and I was still in the fucking Barrens. Like, I think I was about level 20 in the Barrens and that guy hit level 60. I was in high school, so it made sense. Yeah, it was always pretty funny. There's only been one time where I actually leveled quick, and that was when Cataclysm expansion came out, because I wanted to go for round first level 85 Paladin. I went for it. I did not succeed at it, because Blizzard didn't turn the experience for quests on when the servers first come out. And the other guy, my competition, the guy that beat me by, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something, was in dungeons at the start. He didn't start questing, he started doing dungeons. It was a smart way to go in the end. Funniest thing about it is I already, like, I knew the guy because I had raided with him in Wrath of the Lich King. So, yeah, it didn't feel good. He wasn't even a paladin main. He leveled his paladin just so he could have a tank for like early heroics and stuff. Didn't even play it. Terrible. I like the start of Cataclysm. There was a point though where like all the bad PvPers thought they were good PvPers because they were able to get 3k rating. Because Blizzard messed up the rating system. So me, who didn't really care too much about grinding rating at that point, I was just playing with a friend who wasn't that good at Arena, I'm gonna be honest. We were just having some fun. And then there were dudes that were lower rating than us in RAF, suddenly 3k rating, and talking mad shit. Like, you didn't suddenly get good, guys. It's just that rating is fucked. Like, MMR was so screwed up in Keda. But the start of Cataclysm was fun. I didn't really end up making it to the raids though, because by that point I was like, I'm kind of over World of Warcraft. And yet here I am, many years later, still playing World of Warcraft. It has been a trap. World of Warcraft. I've definitely been through my cycles of addiction. I don't think I am addicted anymore. Like, I could literally stop playing this game after the stream and not ever think about it again. But because I'm making videos, I'm not going to do that because I have a little bit of a commitment to people that watch them, you know? After this series though, we'll see. Like, PvC hardcore is an interesting concept for me, but do I really want to commit my time to playing it? See? Might have other things going on in life, hopefully. It's always the thing for me with streaming. Streaming is like not the biggest priority in my life anymore. It has been. At times, been some bad times. It's definitely made my life more fun, and I've interacted with way more people than I thought I ever would have, from like the entire world, and that's awesome. Getting to talk to people all over the place, like Russia, US, Spain. I'll just put three different places. But everywhere, basically, you know? Been awesome. Like Mr. Worldwide without having to go worldwide. Not Pitbull. Don't really like him, but... but you know what I mean. Anyone who streams knows how it feels to just talk to someone on the other side of the planet. It's a pretty cool thing. But because it's not like the biggest priority in my life anymore, I would say, is if something comes along to that feels better, more rewarding, more fun to do, I would just drop it completely, I'm gonna be honest. And I am looking for that something. Like, I would like to make people's life better. I would like to, you know, help people, stuff like that. I know streaming can do that. I've probably helped a lot of people, you know, have a laugh here and there and that pretty depressing world that we live in sometimes. So, over like COVID times and such like that. Sometimes you just need to have a laugh, you know? So I hope that I've provided that. I know I probably have. But it has gotten to the point where I'm like, streaming now is just for fun until there's something else that comes. It's made me some pocket money. A few $1,000 at least. I even there. I left clicked off the mob, but my gun still went. But there is always a time where a thing needs to come to an end, doesn't it? Like that Spice Girls song. All good things must come to an end. Getting that mob while fighting the mob. See? Maybe I'll get one more payment out of Twitch before I actually do drop out completely, but I will finish the Medley anyway. So. we got a bit more time. As much as I want to stream video games like Cyberpunk and stuff like that, because I like sharing my gameplay experiences with people. You know, there's a lot of people that like to watch me play through a new game and figure out everything. There are also times where I'm like, man, it would just be nice to just play this in my own free time and not have anyone looking over my shoulder. Like in my current Mass Effect playthrough, I don't think I really missed anything when I played Mass Effect on stream, but it maybe were things that I listened to but kind of forgot about them because I was talking to chat as well. Generally, when I'm streaming, though, I don't really interact with people that much. when it could be bad. I remember doing the Arrival mission, though. I was definitely having a chat with someone. So I probably missed some stuff in there. That was one of the best missions in Mass Effect 2. I definitely did it too early. I think this time, when I play through, I will do the Arrival after the suicide mission. If I can. Because I feel like that would be a way better way of doing it. The Arrival is basically like, the Reapers have come in. Gonna be here. But I was playing blind, so I didn't know any of that. It's just like, alright, let's go do this thing and see what's up. I'm not playing blind this time. I'm playing blind romance this time. Actually doing some romance. I want the achievements. And the cutscenes. Duh. Of course. better than porn because you interacted to make it happen. Your choice has led you here. And 2 more thick leather and we're pretty much done with this thick leather grind, and we will be near on 100k experience because we have the pristine Yeti hide. Only 20 or 40 ragged leather though. Not as many ragged levers as I was hoping. Definitely not enough to get to like... Speaking of. Ragged lever shows up, he's like, you were looking for me? Not as many as I was thinking though. Probably not enough to get 10 levels. Pew 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 pew. Pepe. Pew. Another thick hide. We don't really need, I don't think. I got like 10 of them. And most of the items that we have needed them for, we've already made. Damn. Double crit opener. Huge. I feel like I'm getting acne. My face has been like in way worse shape in recent times than ever. Thinking about life too much. Problem. Give me a thick lever so I can leave. Nope. And said, no, you staying. I stayed in. I used arcane shot and everything. Two damage. Give me a thick lever so I can leave. Nice. Alright, 100 thick lever, 43 rugged lever. An odd number, but we'll be able to make some. It's fine. Let's go back to town, hand in this pristine Yeti hide, which will get us to just shy of 100k experience for this level. So we're about 40,000 away from leveling. Which isn't too bad. And then we'll head to the hinterlands to see how we go with our level working. Now the hinterlands is quite far away. I do have my hoof set to the wetlands though, so. But I probably should go to the bank before we go there. Still didn't find the distress beacon here. I think this character spent the most time in Ferellis. No distress beacon. Not very good, is it? Oh well. Yeah, I'm thinking after Rugen, like after we get Rugen to 50, I might actually check the mail on all the characters for the week, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on Friday because of the Scourge invasion. And then I don't know if I'm gonna want to be playing any other week anyway, so I think we'll check after Rugen. Done. Lena's gonna have a lot of lockboxes in her inventory that won't be able to be opened because of this, but hey, it is what it is. At least we only have one herb gatherer before her, Alia. And only 7 levels. Women. I definitely should have attempted to make that bout that increases the swimming speed by 15%. I feel like this has probably cost us about an hour so far in the hardcore medley. Like just swimming between this place across all the characters. It's probably been about an hour of swimming. And it's not really a long time when you consider there's another nearly 30 days of playing. But it could be like 55 minutes instead of an hour, you know? We are only 7 minutes away from 4 days played on this character. Damn, look at these two leveling up. 52, 51. They get to 50 and get ready for Mara, and they just keep leveling. While these fuckers are still 49. But it doesn't matter too much right now. Like we have Mara and then Sunken Temple to do before 60. We could do BRD, like some arena runs, maybe the jail block all day.
What can I do?
But they're not like 100%.
See you around.
Don't really want those. Because they're healing. If they were like DPS, I'd be like, ooh. Like elemental leatherworking is definitely what we want to go. But alright, let's go to Menafall and then fly to Ironforge. Get recipe out of the bank. Then we'll go to the hinterland. At the hinterlands, see how far we get with our level working. I'm hoping at least 255. That would be a pretty good point. Obviously I want to get 260, but 255 would be a good start. Ultra hardcore sky. Wanding away. Honestly, priest would be very safe in ultra hardcore. Because as long as you're only fighting one mob, you never take damage anyway. You just put the shield up, and then you wand. I feel like ultra hardcore as a priest is easier than normal hardcore for some characters. Just thinking about that, because priest has been so good and efficient and just amazing overall to level. Like, I've fought mobs and I've done content that I didn't think I would be able to, and I don't think I can on every character. You know, I fought Ruzel at about her level, and it was so easy on the priest, fighting those 3 mobs. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, man, the paladin probably couldn't do this. Maybe it could, but it would suck. Alright. Let us grab... I'm gonna send this lockbox away. Oh, holy man, that's a woman? Yeah, we need to get 260 for rugged leather. Not worrying about getting elemental level work and unlocked just yet, so we're not going to get the Helm of Fire. Could I take the turtle scales? Like, we might actually be able to use expensive. Yeah, I'll take them. We might get more turtle scales while we're out. It's probably worth making these as well while we... Fire right here anyway. Make some food for a character. Game bad. Roll blade. Can I get a level? Nope. Something stuck in my throat. Ew. I love when I start running while I'm in the mailbox. I say something stuck in my throat and then I type ew. Don't know what it could be. Maybe a spider. You gotta imagine that we've probably eaten many spiders while we sleep. I think there's a stat on it, but I don't know how true it is, right?
How are you?
Not everyone lives in the same place. If you live in Australia, you're probably eating a lot. Spiders eaten while sleeping. Let's see. Myth. You unknowingly swallow an average of 4 live spiders in your sleep each year. Fact. This very widespread urban legend has no basis in fact. But I'm sure, you know. I mean, humans when they sleep are very rough. Like, we breathe pretty roughly, honestly. Some of us snore. I don't think I do, but I've also been told that I have, so I once went to, I think at year 10, I went to camp. It was like a police camp. I don't know why I went there. I guess no one at my school really wanted to go, so they just sent me because I always felt like I was just the guy that had to go and do things that no one else wanted to do. So, you know, I went to this police camp. It was just a bunch of people that probably actually needed to be there, and me, who was just a quiet kid. Like I had nothing wrong with me. Like my home wasn't that dysfunctional. Like, you know, sometimes my parents weren't there for me, but it's because of work and depression. But yeah, I was there, and I woke up one morning and a bunch of people were like, "You talk in your sleep," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." They're like, "Yeah, you were talking about farts and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if I believe you, but alright then." I definitely talk in my sleep, but I don't think I snore. At least not to my knowledge. I once had a full conversation with someone who was talking in their sleep, though. That was pretty funny. They started rambling on, talking in their sleep, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, how's that go for you?" And then they were like, "Yeah, it was pretty good," and all that. They had like a 5-minute conversation. I think they might have actually been awake, honestly. It was too coherent for me. We are about 43,000 experience from leveling, by the way. How cool is that? So long as we get to 260 level working today, we can finish it up. If we find this, even better. Nose is a bit blocked today. What's the core of Earth guys down here? Greater Obsidian Elemental. Core of Earth is pretty hard to find until, you know, Telephus. There is some in Tanaris, but it's like a 2% drop rate. I guess there's rock elementals. Yeah, there's rock elementals out here. Thunder and invaders. That's why I'm like, I'll just get it naturally because it will come to us. It might take some time, but it will come to us. It's not like we need a Helm of Fire. I think my rogue has better helm than I had on my OG hardcore rogue. Because I didn't have a agility helm until I did Marauding on that character. Yeah, I think it will be fine when it comes to gear. The only thing that we won't have is Fresh Bleed. Because we're not doing dungeons, right? Vanquisher Sword, obviously. Once again. Alright, let's get my ass over here to get to the level working.
Great to meet you.
We need 16 these. 2 minutes of crafting and we're 250. And then we'll see if rugged leather armor kits and stuff are actually going to give us any levels. I hope so. I'd like at least 5 levels from it, but you know, 10 would also be pretty nice. I don't think we'll get 10, but be good. But any thick leather we have left, we can also use to make rugged leather. I'm sure we'll end up getting some more as well. I wonder what the classic WoW leatherworking guide actually says to make 250. Says 12 rugged armor kits should get us from 250 to 260. And that is 60 rugged leather. And then 260 to 290 is 32 wicked leather gauntlets, which thing that I am going to make after we hit 260. So, I mean, we're on the right track. And then 290 to 300 is the wicked leather headband, which you get from the Jade Fire Tricksters. I would like to get. We're probably going to get the wicked leather headband before we get the Helm of Fire, honestly. And it is comparable, like, you know, 16 agility, 16 stam versus what, 15 agility, 10 stam with 400 fire damage every 15 minutes. So we can have both of them. Use the Helm of Fire when we need to blast something, and use the regular when we don't.
Feet on the ground.
I'll never be able to make one of these, but I am going to learn the pattern.
Be good.
Alright. Ragged Armor Kit is already green. Not green. Yellow. Green. Huh? Let's make a few more rugged levers. Or we could send some boots. These are guaranteed levels. If I send like a turtle scale legging, boots, I mean, we're gonna have the same amount. Or we could just do pants again.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I think I'll try to get a few extra levels of this. We don't really need the turtle scale for anything else. It's not that useful. It's like level 40 male with, you know, shit stats for a hunter. I think probably back in Vanilla WoW, I probably wore it when I first hit 40 on my hunter. Like, oh, male. Nice, I can make it. Because I remember grinding for my mount while doing turtles killing, so... I would say I definitely did. We're going to need more rugged leather anyway. So I might just go down to the beach and grind some turtles. We don't have enough rugged leather to make these. Even if we make it to 2. And that might get us some more levels of thick leather, right? Keep those. Nah, I don't think. Okay. here actually. The OCD.
See you soon.
Let's head down to the beach. Probably want like 80 ragged leather, I would say. So we're at 43. We can always make it with thick leather as well, so and any thick leather we get actually reduces the amount of ragged leather that we need, so saying 80, but that's just an estimate. I think 60 might actually be good enough. Depends on how the drops are. Yeah, we'll go down here, grind a little bit. Since they're like level 50 mobs and they should drop ragged leather more often than not. Get to 260, make our gloves for our hunter and rogue. They're free extra agility. We do replace the intellect with stam, which whatever. Don't really need stam on the hunter. But the free extra agility is pretty nice. They are also back to leather from mail. But once again, armor, who cares? Just something that kind of happens on the hunter. You end up wearing more leather than you do mail throughout the leveling, I feel. Bigger fee. And if we end up finding the distress beacon, I could try doing that escort. That would be like 10k experience. We are well on our way to leveling. I just need to figure out exactly where I want to go after we're done with the level working. We've got some options. It might even be Ajara because I haven't been there yet and we got those 2 quests in Ajara. Haven't done the rest of Tanaris either. Maybe the Ledger to Tanaris, stuff like that. A lot of options on Rugen. It's been pretty good. I love this time of day in the hinterlands though. Honestly, the hinterlands has like the best weather when it comes to like golden hours of World of Warcraft. I think this place looks the coolest in terms of atmospheric, like sun and stuff like that. How did those guys get ahead of me when they were killing a mob over there behind me? What the fuck? They speed hacking? I mean, obviously I'm taking the road, so I'm not going direct, but surely they're not that fast. They fast as fuck, boy. Hopefully we don't get dazed by a wolf. If we do though, I'm gonna skin it. And if there is someone down here killing, hopefully they don't have skinning, so I can just skin them off. Very nice. 6 bars of experience though. If we do have to kill, we'll be even closer. Obviously. Alright, we gotta look out for Yamarita. These mobs are naturally going to take longer to kill because they do have a lot of armor. Serpent Sting actually pretty useful. But the multi-shot only did like 150 damage. Yeah, we will get turtle scales as well. That's why I was like, maybe I could make another item with the turtle scales. Take a fig. Someone wants help killing the sacred mallet person. I just noticed that Gamarita was there. As nice as it is to help someone kill the lady for the sacred mallet, I don't really care to do it. So. Gonna kind of walk over my mob. We'll just go kill another one and wait to loot it then. Like if I actually needed the mallet, sure it would help, but I do need to go up there to explore the altar of Zul, but I also don't care about that. I am doing the social medley challenge. Social medley challenge? This anti-social challenge. The hardcore medley is anti-social, you know? Social medley. My brain works perfectly. I think if we get to, let's say, like 50 thick leather, depending on how much rugged level we have when we hit 50 thick leather, that should honestly be enough. We shouldn't have to be here that long. Maybe like 30 minutes. We'll see. Maybe these mobs can give me some good loot. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to get good loot? At least we still get to do 100 DPS to these mobs. I mean, they're very armored, as you can see. Our crits do like 50 less damage than what they were doing on the Yetis. Like, our DPS is still relatively good. Where's Gamarita going? In the ocean for a swim? Fair enough. Pretty sure I should be able to kill Gamarita, but I don't really want. Mainly because it would take too long. Turtle with, you know, a lot of armor and health, and an elite. Like, yeah, that's much. Can buy bullets. Could be okay. Should have enough. Wooha. Wooha. So our plus 80 damage from a multi-shot actually loses like half of its damage. Marita's coming this way, I think. Should probably, yeah, she'll keep going over that way, so we'll go this way and hopefully not see her for a while. Yeah, so we do about 110 damage, and then we multi-shot, which should be plus 80, we're only getting like 150. That's pretty big effect on armor. Ooh. Now that is a good drop. Plate belt of the beer. Like those. Especially when Francie is level 47. So let's go into Francie directly. We have found quite a few like plate drops of the beer. And quite a few level 40. Like we had 3 level 40 helms of the beer. Sadly 2 of them went to Francie because, you know, they had better stats. Oh nice. Guys are killing. They're not skidding. Let's go. This is even better for me. I don't need a kill and I get skins. Like that. You guys keep killing, I'll keep skinning, and we're like symbiotic relationship. From needs feed. Oh, we got some turtle meat. Wonder if they're killing any more. I think they have to kill like 20 turtles. That didn't look like 20, but maybe they had killed some before. But if they keep killing, then I'm okay with it. Nice. literally all I'm here for anyway. You guys keep looting, I'll keep skinning. Feels good. I will go kill some though over here though. They didn't kill these ones, so I will. If I multi-shot, I take aggro. Yep. I got a crit. It's like, it's gonna take aggro, but then it crits, so, well, 100% gonna take aggro. Loots from hit mob and no epics. It'd probably be the way I'd loot an epicking. It would just go into my inventory, so, you know, it wouldn't be like in the video footage until I actually open my inventory where it is. Just like a stealth epic drop. Yeah, I'd say we go for 60 thick leather. And however many thick rugged leather we have after that. Can be happy with. That should still get us to 260 and hopefully enough to make the wicked leather gauntlets ×2. Pretty much the only upgrade that my rogue's getting from Rugen are in this league. But considering we made like the full Nightscape set last time around, not so bad. Pretty rich on the character. 70 gold. Dang. Considering training is like nothing on a hunter, we've probably got to spend maybe 20 gold maximum on the way to 60 from it. Keep missing. Missed so many shots on this one turtle. Serpent sting at the start also didn't help. I was just about to say, because I looted that clam, that we haven't really found that many black pearls on Rugen. Iridescent pearl, not a black pearl, but Rugen was like one of the characters that actually needed them. Didn't loot any. We looted about 12 or 13 of them on Friend when we were playing here for her 12 levels. And now we're back to Rugen and they just don't exist again. Bit crazy. See if we can link up with these horde fellas that are killing again. No, steal their skins. Huh? Steal their skin? Not like that. If I could find this distress beacon though, that'd be huge for us. Like, we don't have that far to level after all this. But it is still 40k experience that I need to do. Might take an hour or something. The hell? I guess, yeah, Arcane Shot actually pretty good against these because it is magic damage. So it does hit for how much it says it will. Unlike multi-shot. That guy likes me. Every time he sees me, he rides towards me and runs towards me. Never seen a dwarf before. I've never seen a dwarf like you before. I'm gonna go to where they were fighting and see if there's any dead turtles. Doesn't look like it. I mean, there's a dead Gamarita. You can skin her, I guess. Too thick leather? That's worth. Big worth on the Gamarita skin. Oh. I still love how Rugen dies. The faint death animation is so funny. I actually did watch someone play World of Warcraft on YouTube recently. It was content creator that hadn't really played WoW before, so he was playing it for the first time, I think. I don't remember his name. But he was playing with a friend who also hadn't ever played. And the friend ended up like getting PvP flagged in the crossroads and dying. And like all the horde were just standing around him like pointing and laughing, and they animated it. It was good editing. And then he kept leveling and made it to like level 40 or something. Got killed by some gorillas in TV. But it's kind of cool to like have that experience be your first time playing WoW. Like obviously it's a bit rough. Basic WoW is an old game, and you know, if you're playing it for the first time but you're playing on hardcore, you're probably gonna get slapped around by something. Might just end up putting these like my item. Like I've been playing for 20 years, on and off obviously. I would say probably full on time playing WoW is like 10 years. Like when I'm actually subbed and engaged, stuff like that. It's probably 10 years. And I get slapped around by some mobs at times. So, Yeah, for someone who's coming into it with no experience, probably get slapped around a little bit. But that'd be fun, right? Having no experience in the game and then just playing it for the first time. Sounds fun to me. I mean, it was. That's what kept us playing, right? You get hooked on something and then you want to keep doing it. So when WoW first came out, it was such a good game. Such an awesome game to play, and I feel like most people that play it these days, in the retail scene at least, it's because of that initial hook. They're just hoping that one day they can feel that again. Pro tip, you won't. Like, as much as I like World of Warcraft, I don't think I'll ever feel the same about it as I did when I first played it. Even when Classic released, it was awesome to play Classic again. For that first time when it first released, I was like, heck yeah, let's go back in time, it's gonna be sick. But then you see like how bad the community is these days. Like, it's evolved, right? And not for the better. I would say the community is much worse than it was 20 years ago. People want things immediately. People want to buy boosts and stuff like that because they're more convenient for the... So you can never get back that old stuff. Until something fundamentally changes, but I don't think that will happen in WoW. It would have to take a different MMO for that to happen. Grinding turtles. At least we're getting a good amount of rugged leather. I've definitely been getting pretty even drops between rugged and thick. Like I said, I wanted 60 thick leather, but we're getting close to 60 rugged. So it's pretty good. Never met a Rugen like you before. Yeah, there's a lot of crits. Absolutely blasted that turtle. Give Grim a little feed while we run. Keep her topped up on the feed. Miss. Big miss. Closing in on 30k. Let's see. Jara would be worth like 15k experience. We do have the Ledger, 5k. Huh. Can't even loot it. Drop these. We are pretty much out of bag space. That's the one problem, grinding these turtles. But I can delete some stuff. I want to get 60 of either of these, I think. Lever is more important than the other stuff. Come eat this on your way. Running into battle on a full stomach. Trying to reduce my inventory. If I hadn't missed that shot there, I think I would have pulled aggro. That was actually a tactical miss by Rugen. He knows what he's doing, okay? Keep looting a fucking... Games are like the scariest things to loot because they sometimes just want extra slots in my inventory. I think, let's see, 16, 32, 48. We may have enough thick leather now. I'm just not sure, like, I want to be able to get to the level required and then make the item. I don't really want to have to come back to this beach. It's a quite far journey. I like feign deafen, but then starting the animation for your gun again because you just lay there for a few seconds. Probably scares healers so much. If I ever get to do a dungeon on Rugen, I'm gonna scare my healers. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah. If only they were playing that song these days. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. It's like people have forgotten. No, you know. Alright, fixed scaly tails are cheap. The iridescent pearl is cheaper, but we might get a second one. Complete thing. We might run into an issue with turtle scales as well soon. Very hard inventory management right now. I think I just need to delete any other claim. But you know, we could just throw away a stack, at least eat. That is the cheapest thing. Okay. Then we'll start getting another Zesty stack. Oh, we'll pick up a fucking fish. 4 more thick leather. Or however many end up getting. Rapid fire and quick shots are such like boop, 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 boop. Uzi basically. Imagine you had rapid fire quick shots going if you had like a 1.5 second weapon or something. That'd be crazy. Would be literal. So anyway, I started blasting, but I didn't do any damage. All your shots would be like 60 damage. I got so much DPS, but nothing else. It's like the calibrated boomstick, right? Like not a hunter item at all, but it would be funny to watch. Can't even loot. See if there's a pearl in there. No pearl, throw it away. More fix. We're hopefully done with our lever grinding for today. We're only 30,000 experience from leveling. So. Not like it's been just lever grinding for the sake of lever grinding. We're also leveling. Our 4 days played on this. Closing in. Missed. Right, Grim took it out. Need. Throw it away. No pearl in there. Goes in the bin. Oh, we got a thick hide. Terrible. Honestly, don't really need thick hides anymore. I guess we could just... Actually... Could just do this. I got that shot off while curing that hide. It was like using server ticks in RuneScape, you know, to do something while you're doing something else. Pretty much what just happened. The only reason I know about server ticks in RuneScape is because I have watched quite some boaty videos. Definitely wasn't a feature back in the day. Well, it might have been, but I didn't use it. Like when I played RuneScape before WoW came out, I don't even know if server ticks were in the game. But I did not mess with them. Maybe because of spell match and you can do something like that in WoW now. I don't know absolutely everything about how I played 20 years ago, but I definitely didn't create things while doing things. Okay, we're in an issue now. I'll delete those. Me one thick. Nice. Don't really care for the scales there. Well, I think we'll just go in. Take the scales then. They're basically the same amount of money that we gave up with the pearl anyway. If it was a golden pearl, we would have had an issue. I would have had to actually delete something. It wasn't too bad to get our leather. We also got this plate bout of the beer, so that's pretty good for our warrior. Francie needs all the help she can get to stay alive, you know. He is probably our most important character after making Phantom Blade. Let's head back to town and get my ass to 260 level work and hopefully. Not only 260 but also make the gauntlets. Ow. Didn't find the distress beacon again. Hinterlands and Foralis distress beacon elude us even though we did grind. Not for them specifically, but I mean they drop off every mob in the zone, so kind of. It was funny when I was here with my friends when we went up Gym for a Law to do like the Ancient Egg and the Mallet of Zul'Farrak, stuff like that on the non-Medley character. We did the distress beacon escort first because 4 of us had it because we were out here doing stuff like, I don't know, months before. Is it worth skinning these? Might give us rugged. I think the thick leather is more worth than the turtle. But we were up here killing our way out of Gym for a Law, and the second last mob that we killed on the way out dropped the distress beacon for the one guy that hadn't done the escort with us. And that was so annoying, 'cause like damn, now we're gonna have to do the escort again. Because obviously we want to help our friends get the most experience we can. But the second last mob on the way out dropped it. You bastard. We have been kind of unlucky with distress beacon on Rugen. We gave the Tanaris one, I think. Yeah. Still got one of them. But we haven't really spent that much time in Tanaris. We of course did some of the quests, like, you know, the Pirate Cove and Wastewander Justice, stuff like that, but we haven't really farmed. For Alice and Hinterlands though, we have definitely farmed. So that's just bad RNG in these 2 zones. I'll go check the chest location over here. Doesn't seem to be one in the camp. Could be one in here, which does share a location with the one at the cave. I'm pretty sure there is one, so not sure if there'll be one over here then. Nope. Oh well. Is there a rear? I don't even know if a rear actually spawns in there, but it's a cave called Bogan's Ledge. Surely there's a mob that spawns in there. Probably a Bogan. For anyone that doesn't know the slang that Australians use for Bogan, go look it up. There is a board game It's a spin-off of Monopoly in Australia called Boganology. Or Boganopoly, I don't know. One of those. And my friends and I played it, and I'm from New Zealand, and they're all from Australia, but I won. So I think I'm a better bogan than them. Back when I had friends I could hang out with in real life before I left Australia. Now I've got to make friends again. Hard when you're like nearly 40.
Well met.
A lot of weirdos. And I'm a weirdo too because I play World of Warcraft forever. Let's see. We're not gonna make the rugged stuff. We will when we have to, but we're not gonna. We'll go ahead and make 2 turtle scale pants. One of those. That should get us to 255. Another 2. And then hopefully I can get to 260 with rugged armor kits. Hopefully. They might go green, but I mean, the guide says make like 12 or so rugged armor kits. And we're going to be 5 levels ahead of where it starts saying that. Surely. Surely I've done enough. I might actually be able to make 2 nightscape boots. Though. I have enough thick leather. Trying to calculate in my head, but it's not working. Yeah, we can. So I could get an extra level. These might go yellow, but they're probably good for enough. Let's do that. Won't get any other wicked leather items just yet. You know, this guy doesn't teach us anything else anyway.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright, please give me a level. It is still yellow. It makes it even better. I thought it would have gone green, honestly. It might go green on the way to 260, but the fact that it's still yellow for now is good. Nice, did get an extra level. Alright, let's blast it. Hopefully have enough to make 2 wicked leather gauntlets. We need 16 left. Or woo. Learn these. I think I got these at like level 30 something. I ran up to the Western Plague Lands, got the flight path
Welcome.
really early on this character just to get those. I've had that recipe for quite a while. Alright, we need 2 black dye, 2 rune free. And 1 minute of crafting. And then we can go about just getting the last 4 bars. I think I'll fly down to Swamp Sorrows. Go kill Jakua. So it's gonna be like a 12-minute flight. But that quest is worth 5k experience, so getting it done is definitely worth it as a green quest right now, so it will lose value very quickly. Do these look cool? Yeah, they're okay. Wicked Leather is always an interesting look. I prefer Nightscape. But Wicked Leather is just better, isn't it?
See you soon.
Going to put armor kits.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Hell, hell that now. Do we really need thick leather anymore? I guess it's still worth to make like rugged leather, but I guess we'll hold on to it. Alright, Miss Lena. Give you my armor kits as well. Yeah, we gotta send that to Francie. Wanna forget. I guess we'll give Grocket this black pearl. He's got like 20 of them, but can always have another. Now we'll equip this one. There's free extra agility. We lose some intellect, but it doesn't really matter on the hunter. Not like we're playing a boomkin. It might be our only real upgrade this league in a Medley. No, we got this bout yesterday.
Great to meet you.
Okay, I need to go to Neverguard Keep, so that's a 10-minute flight. I'm going to go AFK while I'm flying down there. Get a quick break to pee and all that stuff. So I'll be back. Alright. Let's get this done. Go kill Jakua. Head to Fairmore. Get the little parcel. After that, I might go up to Ajara, blast those quests real fast. That should get us really close, and then we'll go to Naris and hand it in. Might need like a little bit more experience after that. And we got some quests down there, so it's fine. But everything else taken care of, I would say. We don't really need to do anything else on the Hunter. Like, the money doesn't need to be on other characters. I think Lena might actually need a few gold. So maybe I'll send her just a few gold. I don't know. But maybe I'll just send her like 5 gold. She should be okay after that. I'll definitely have to edit the rest of Baumer's video. Or Frugan being done already. It's kind of good having 2 videos ready to be edited though, because with the next event happening, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to play. So thankfully I only had to do 4 levels for the first stint of this leg. Very, very beneficial to me. Because with Alia, I think I can, you know, get 4 levels or so, but there's a risk that comes with that. The frickin' undead will be around. Got my cousin coming around at like 3 PM, so I will have to stop streaming before 3 PM today. Gonna mow the lawns. I don't have a lawnmower, so get his. I guess not my cousin, my cousin's son. I don't know what that is. Kind of funny because when I left New Zealand, people that I knew from like my family, extended family stuff, they were so tiny, like 4 years old, you know, stuff like that. And then I come back and it's like, wow, they're growing up. Actually crazy. But I guess that's how it works. Because he was helping me move house. And I was like, man, the last time I saw you, you were like... you were like tiny. Got fully grey hair, however. Not because of stress or anything like that. He just started getting grey hair when he was like 20. So his whole hair is just grey, but looks alright. No, it's not like looks terribly old age. Honestly, grey hair suits a lot of people. I don't know why people go about dyeing their hair so much, because it, you know, when you get older, obviously you're going to start getting grey hair. If I cared about it, I would have dyed this many years ago. It's not grey, it's white, but I have had it since I was like, 5 years old or something like that. Just a little bit of pigmentation. It's a way of recognizing me. You could like know me and then not see me for 20 years, but you would immediately be able to recognize me because of I know that guy. I don't remember his name, but I know him. It's happened before. I've had someone come up to me and say, "You look familiar." And then, the conversation starts. Because I did go to high school and primary school in this town. So, yeah, there's a lot of people that still live here from those times. Sometimes you just run into each other because it's a small town. It's always interesting. I need to actually do the search for the sunken temple on my character that I'm actually doing dungeons on, because that does lead to one. There's 2 solid chests here. Not gonna worry about them. Maybe there's an epic in there, but too much effort for me. Having to kill mobs that are 10 levels lower than me. I think I might actually hurf from here and go to Manifold Pheromore instead of Booty Bay to Ratchet Pheromore. Just noticed the hurf was ready. Biggest thing for me is just to get to 50 today. It's been only like 3 days of leveling the hunter. Been really quick. We've had a lot of rested experience. Because we did have... Last Friday I did do half a day, so 3.5 days, basically. But yeah. 4 levels. About 20 leatherworking levels. I'll take this, cheese. Free. No mobs around it. Let's go. Staff of Jordan? No. Not this time. Yeah, the stint on the hunt has been over in a flash. As soon as I found out that the Scourge event was coming out at the end of this week, I'm like, well, I at least want to get the hunter done. So let's just fucking blast it. Actually stream on Monday. Last week I didn't stream Monday or Tuesday. But I want to be able to get content out for people to enjoy, so... Sometimes you gotta play WoW. Plus it's not playing Paladin, so I actually don't mind it. Like, this is way more enjoyable than the Paladin. Yes, there. Kill Murlocs though, don't really want to. The only Murloc I want to kill. Pop everything. Not going to be fighting for a moment anyway. Doesn't run, but... Alright. Turf. Turf, boat, package, up to Ajara, Blasto Shooters. Very efficient. Now, after spending 4 hours grinding leather for the day, we're very efficient. Oh, it hasn't even been 4 hours today. Not even 3 hours yet. So I lie about that, but we are 4 hours into the level, so probably why I said 4 hours. After spending 2.5 hours grinding leather for the day. A grim task. It's grim. I didn't do any of the wetlands elite, like Bandrel Span quests in the hardcore medley. Because obviously you have to be in the wetlands. Like, you could go in the LFG tool and look there, you know, like, this could work, but me, I like being in the zone when I'm actually looking to do a quest, and no one, when I was actually here questing, no one was ever looking to do them. And if they were, I was always lower level. There's been a lot of quests in the hardcore medley that I just haven't done because of that. There's a lot more Alliance people playing right now though, which is a nice thing. Look at this rogue, look cool with those swords. But I guess when I started, everyone was playing Horde because OnlyFans, sorry, the wrong one. OnlyFans was going hard back when I started leveling. I think I was like in the 20s about when they were like, you know, raiding, stuff like that. Maybe the 30s. I can't remember, it's been a while. I do like night owl female. They look nice. Easy to make a night owl female look good. I'm gonna swim across, but I will go from up here quicker. I don't want to have to do that run, you know. I'm going this way. What a weird path. Why is he going that way? Like, if I saw someone running off over here, I'd be like, oh, where are they going? Like watching a group of people at school go into the bushes or something, you know, for a smoke. Oh, I wonder what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're being degenerates. Can't believe it. Grim was too big to keep swimming, so she just sort of swam ran. It looks silly. Go up over here. Wonder if someone killed all the... Like, there weren't that many... Oh, there is someone killing, so yeah. No idea why. Guess they're just farming. I don't know. Doing some levels. They're level 45 with their whirlwind axe. I actually hate having my whirlwind axe at level 47. But it's going to be hard to replace, obviously. It is a very good item. Grab this. So when I play my currently level 50 warrior, the one I'm playing with my friends, it's so much more fun. Because it doesn't have whirlwind axe, it's got bone biter because I'm doing dungeons, right? My mortal strike hits for about 200 extra than Francie's mortal strike. On crit. Absolutely insane. How much extra damage that character has. I guess this guy probably does a bit of damage. He's looking like he's in dungeon gear. He's got the rod shoulder and stuff like that. But Horde don't get bone biter. Tiny Terry. So I'd say the Ajara quest should get us probably like 15,000 experience from the hand-in and the kills. So we'll hand in the other quest afterwards, so that's another 5k. So we're gonna need about 10k experience or something after all that, I think. Isn't too bad. Find something to do. We could do the escort for the Homan chicken. Only problem with doing the escort is if we do that, the hand-in is in Booty Bay. It would be a lot more fucking around.
No.
I not have the Ajara flight path. Well, that's unfortunate.
Safe.
Of course, the one character that doesn't have the Ajara flight path. Extra bunch of time to fly, and then we gotta run. Oh well. We can get like 200 exploration experience as well, I guess. Gonna check something. Good, good. Something has been checked. And it is indeed good. I guess I could have... Nah, it'd probably take longer. Could have run up here, but... It's a long run. We'll just go the shitty flying everywhere flight path. It's not the worst. Although maybe it is. Not having the Ajara flight path and flying to Astronaut is always terrible though. If you're like south of Astronaut. Outside of Stone Talon Mountain. Because I think this is a lie. I think this actually might take us on like a 15-minute flight. I guess we'll find out in 4 minutes time if it's a lie or not. I think we're going to Desolate. I miss leveling in Mulgore actually. Mulgore is probably one of my favorite zones in general, just because it's like so chill and green. No Taldrissel, but it's alright. Don't know why the Baron's music's playing out here though. Wonder where this fella's off to. He's in a different flight path to me, but he's sort of going the same direction. Also, the fact that he's going into Desolate. Interesting. Southbound adventurer. See, when I read this the first time, unable to trade, use the auction house, that makes sense. Like, that's basically what I'm doing anyway. But it also says, receive most mail. I thought most mail would have been like, you know, you can send mail to your alts. Sort of what my challenge is. Account found. I wish it was, because then I could have had the Southbound Adventurer thing and people would stop, you know, asking me why I don't play Southbound when I'm doing everything solo. I don't need Blizzard to make me a box that I can check that says account found. I just do it myself. But yeah, it's a little bit confusing at times. Even though account found to me makes sense, like it speaks for itself. There are a lot of people that see account found and they're probably like, what the fuck does that even mean? Because you look at a game like Diablo or Path of Exile and Southbound is basically account found, right? That's always a weird one. Like when I was playing Southbound on PoE, I could trade stuff between my characters. Put it in the bank. Good to go. Rixar. Generally, I'd only have one character in a PoE league though, but there were some leagues where I was like, you know, actually having fun and wanting to play for longer than just finishing the story and doing a few maps. Not often. I don't really like that style of game. You just gotta grind to do harder content. Loses me quite quickly. That's why I don't like something like Mythic Plus in retail. Well, fun to go up to a certain point, obviously at the start of a season, but I'm not gonna like push for like, you know, plus 15s, shit like that. Because it's just doing the same dungeon but a little bit harder. It's kind of boring. Yes, we are. I think this flight path might actually take me all the way to Aberdeen and then back down. If we're lucky, it won't, but I think it will. This is the problem of not having the Ajara flight path. But I was like, maybe it would have been faster to just run up there. I think it would have. Oh well. So what time exactly does the Scourge event start? The 3 PM PDT on October 2nd. So that is going to be (10 AM) on probably the 3rd. I'm assuming. That's right when I start stream on Friday, if I'm streaming on Friday. Literally the hour that I start stream, the Scourge event will come live. Yeah, I guess I won't be streaming on Friday. Mainly because I feel like if there's gonna be server lag, it would probably be happening right when the event starts anyway, right? So I think I will take this Friday off, which is fine because I streamed Monday, so it's basically like backwards, right? I'll stream tomorrow, definitely. Get some Alia prog in. And then we'll just see how things are looking. Like I won't stream Friday, I'll do some other things. And then we'll just see how things are looking over the weekend, see like where people are dying, stuff like that. And see if it's actually viable to continue leveling while the Scourge event is on. This was like an 11-minute flight. That's not too bad. 10 minutes, 8 seconds. Now corrected. Paramore to Astronaut took 10 minutes, 8 seconds. It's probably because I have the Ajara flight path on other characters and have flown within the 6 minutes 30. So it has to keep updating itself. So the next time I fly up there, it's probably going to be like 10 minutes. And then it will take 6 minutes. And it will have to correct itself again. It's a little bit. This add-on that I use for flight path flying tracking is a little bit buggy at times, but pretty standalone, so it's fine. That Taldrisol music. Gonna have to buy bullets, but we should have enough to finish the quests out here. Running for Astronaut or Ashen Vale with the Taldrisol music again makes me want to play Wood Elf again in Warhammer. Although the Wood Elf music in Warhammer is kinda dog shit, I'm gonna be honest. I much prefer like the High Elf music. Like sometimes where you just listen to it and there's like this lady singing in the background, it's like, damn, that's beautiful. Wood Elves is very bland music. Might just install a mod that plays like different races' music when I'm playing Wood Elves, honestly, because then it would be a bit more better. Been playing vampires recently, and they've really, I think they are my favorite track when it comes to battle music. It's very like Castlevania type music vibe, or The Witcher. That's another pretty close one. The Witcher music. Speaking of my Vampire Counts campaign, I've been at war with the Empire a little bit, you know, stomping them. I took the capital, stuff like that. And then all of the dwarf factions in the same turn declared war on me. Not because they were military allies or anything, they just decided to all declare war on me at the same time. Like, I am in the Book of Grudges and I am the biggest grudge right now. Basically. So I had to sue for peace from Karl Franz of the Empire after taking his capital, because I have to go deal with these dwarfs. They're I'd say they're a lesser threat because they have less territory than the Empire, but they might have better armies because they haven't been losing all their armies to me. That should be interesting. Sometimes you have to make peace because war is elsewhere, you know? You don't want to be fighting a war on too many fronts. Some stupid people throughout history did that. Never ends well. Armor crate. Definitely one thing I worry about in the future with warfare though, because there are countries that are very large, very big military, industrial, you know, and those countries are pretty scary when they change their rhetoric towards war. Wars and rumors of wars. Alright, so if I want to get to level 50 within the next hour, I need to blast it. So hopefully I can. If not, we're gonna have to stop just short of 50 today. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go around 3 PM. Otherwise, he'll probably just get started mowing the lawn and it will be very loud. So we won't want that. I don't know though, like it's raining right now, so I don't even know if mowing the lawns is like a good idea. I think it's raining anyway, it sounds like it. It wasn't before, it was kind of sunny, but it is spring. Anything can happen. This mob is fine, but you know, okay, just don't wanna get too close to it. Oh. Maybe it's not raining, maybe it's just cars going. Sound like rain.
I've been expecting you. We shall meet.
Alright,
Can I assist?
get to this. Blast these quests real quick. No serpent thingies, nice. Thought maybe because they were ghosts I'd be immune to it, but nah. We're all good. Actually fighting something with no armor right now. It's always fun to learn, well I guess relearn, because you know 20 years ago I did play a hunter. It's always fun to relearn what mobs do to you when you've got like a pet. Because you don't really get feared if, you know, you're alone. It's quite fun. Just see what things may happen. Usually a chest up here. Doesn't look like we're that lucky today though. Alright. Might be one downstairs. On the last day a Rugen Blizzard gave to me an epic. Imagine. It would be crazy. Alright, if she starts casting fear at me, I need to feign defeat because I don't really want to be feared on a mountain. Because I don't know where I'll end up. I might go flying through the sky or something like that. Would be bad. I don't think it's actually raining. I think it just sounded like it was raining for a moment. For whatever reason. Sticker of Undiff. That's only useful for my alchemist. What I remember. Been a while since we had one, so I haven't checked any. That was a very close beer. Like I feigned literal last second. It did actually go off. But I feigned it at the same point, so got lucky. seen the rear out here for the whole time I've been doing the Medley. I feel like I used to see it all the time. And now that I use that, I'm probably going to get feared. Thankfully nothing around. Fear is always a scary one in hardcore. There's going to be some mobs in the plague lanes, I think, that we're going to have to deal with that have a fear when you'll deal with another. So yeah, I think my hunter in the plague lanes is going to probably have a little fun. Sun resisted. All we wanted was a little fun. So I guess I'll check the mail tomorrow if we're going to take Friday off. Thanks, Scourge event. Take that first day off. Obviously take the weekend off because I don't stream over the weekend, but just see how things look while having those time off. See if it's worth coming back and actually trying to level during the Scourge event. I hope I can. I would still like to, you know, make some progress over October. But if we can't, I'm not gonna force it. One thing why hardcore servers shouldn't really be progressive. Like, just have all the content out, let people prog it at their own rate is fine for hardcore. Now we're gonna have to deal with stuff like that. It's gonna make next Ramus a bit easier too, I think, right? Because people will be able to get like the necrotic runes to make, well, not make, but trade in for like wizard oil and stuff like that. People are gonna farm the shit out of those. Would be cool to get a tabard. The tabard of the protector. My character from vanilla does have that. It is actually account found or account bound tabard now as well, so I can use it on every character, but I don't because no, it doesn't look. I don't really like tabards in retail. Tabards in classic WoW always look kind of awesome because it's like you first get one and you're like, oh yeah, I got tabard. In retail, it's just like, eh. Who cares? So many tricksters, no foul sword. That sucks. Kill the ones that we kill, though. It'd be funny though if we don't make it to 50 before 3, because then I'm gonna be like, well, tomorrow I log in and I do like 1 minute of leveling and then we're level 50. Because we're on time limit. Should be doable. I just gotta fly down to Tanaris, which, you know, is gonna take a moment. At least a moment of our time. Is there a foul sworn over there? Trickster. Oh, there's a foul sworn. We got a foul sworn and a satyr. So good. Can be done with the quest. And multi-shot didn't hit the imp. Sometimes multi-shot, you know, is that wide, but other times it's just like tiny. Be consistent, please. Wanted to bring the mob closer to. Oh, we at least had another foul sworn just in case. Alright, go hand these in. Get our 8.8k experience, I think. Maybe 8.4, I don't remember. Then, like I said, we're going to be, after we fly down to Tanaris, we're going to be like 10k experience from leveling. So close. Get it done, I just don't know if we can get it done in time. Now there's a chest up there. We're gonna have to kill mobs anyway, right? So I'm gonna go for it. I want the chest. Probably means someone looted a chest elsewhere, right? Maybe someone looted this one earlier. Gotta kill a few mobs on the way. Can't not take the chest. That'd be ridiculous. Nothing. Still, it would be ridiculous. Gotta take that chest, just in case. Remember when I found a robe of the Magi? Before I was even level? Like I wasn't even level 35, which I think is the level to equip it.
What brings you here?
And I found one. That was in.
Farewell.
The winds guide you. Walk with the earth, mother.
Alright, down to Tanaris.
How may I
Be a bit of a flight. 6 minute 30 apparently. That's not too bad. Thought it was going to be like 10 minutes. And then we'll get 5k experience from handing in the thingo. We'll need 10k. What do we do for 10k? The ogres, perhaps? Dune Mall compound? I think that would probably be the best one. And some ogres. Ogres, my lord. Still got a lot of quests on Rugen though, as you can see. Like, we're not going to be hurting for quests when we log back in. Because Rugen and Lena are such good like leveling characters and they can do a lot and they can also, they're very good at grinding. Both of their journeys I think is going to be kind of chill if we want them to be. Obviously I'm taking risks at times on them because I don't want it to be boring. Though it still can be. The journey can definitely be really relaxed. I think this level's been like our longest level for a while on Rugen, over 5 hours now, but we did do, you know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours of level working. I'd say the last time it took a long time to level was when we were running around Tanaris for 4 hours trying to find Breath of Wind. Just the thought of it made me yawn. Before we go fight some ogres, we'll go send Lena 5 gold. Stuff in the bank. Prep ourselves for log off. Sorry, I'm just staring at my health bar right now because I'm a bit zoned out. Just flying things, you know. Sometimes you just like, you start looking at something and it's like, okay. My brain's just captivated by that one thing now. And my last video has such bad, like, view duration. And likes. I think that the algorithm for that video caught a lot of people that haven't seen my content before. And maybe don't even want to watch WoW content. Maybe they're looking for some ultra hardcore or some bullshit, you know. They hear like 1 second of my voice and they're like, alright, click off. Because I would say that video has the worst like ratio out of compared to views. Did it? Like normally they're alright. But hey, Hardcore WoW's come back around now, so who knows? Maybe the next video will get 1,000 views. That's the thing. I've been struggling for, you know, YouTube views. Not that I really care, but I've been struggling for YouTube views. Because like Guzu and Savix and Zaryu and all those guys have stopped playing. They started playing old school RuneScape and other things, you know, Baldur's Gate, everything. But now, Sayu's back. Obviously gonna start making some WoW videos again. And I'm sure the other ones will eventually come back as well, because WoW is their main game. Like their bread and butter. They always return. So maybe it will be easier to get more viewership on YouTube again. That's kind of how YouTube works. If there's a lot of people making content about a certain thing, a lot more people can get eyes on it. Or you're very niche, right? Like you're the only person making content on a certain thing. That will also be helpful. But World of Warcraft is not ever going to be niche again, I can tell you that much. If World of Warcraft is niche, it's probably going to be in 20 years time when no one's playing it. Although, you could have said that 20 years ago. And look at us. It's still one of the most popular video games. Alright. And listen.
Hurry back! Glad I could help.
Don't need any of these items. Pick up
It is money, friend.
these quests. We're just gonna go do the ogre quest, I think. Just on the off chance it doesn't get us the experience we need. I'm gonna send Lena just 10 gold. To Elliot. So we can make sure her
What's up?
stuff is all good. Okay.
Hurry back!
Alright, we'll pick up the ogre quest. Pick up Official Shrub Valley. We'll pick up Noxious Lair Investigation. Just so we have quests that we can, like, when we log in, we can be like, okay, we could do these. I like having a few quests that I have, just to know exactly where I'm actually going.
What's up? Glad I could help.
Fight some ground pounders or core of earth, but it's a 3% drop rate, so I don't really want to. Gonna be honest. Lane Rage are a little bit, I think there's a 5%, but still, that's pretty bad. We're not gonna get our Helm of Fire this league anyway, so it's fine. We'll get it, even if we're level 60, when we do end up getting the Helm of Fire. We'll get it. The Wicked Leather Headband is going to be good enough. Funkus. But I think, like, you know, I've got a goal of getting the epic mount during the hardcore medley. Like, I want at least one epic mount. I'd like to get it on my human rogue, and I'd like to get the night elf mount. So I think at 60, we're just going to be farming Runecloth forever. I think after I achieved that goal, I wouldn't really care that much about, like, keeping it account found, because that's a pretty awesome goal to already achieve. So I might actually just turn on the auction house after all that. Obviously, it's still a long way away, but just thinking ahead for the future, right? So this is going to give us 4.5k experience. We need another 5k on top of that. See about getting it. Grim, stop moving backwards. Oh. Sometimes your pet just starts moving backwards towards you. So we're in our last 10k experience that we need on this character for this leg at a Medley. It's been a short one on Rugen, but we've done quite a lot. We've only made one piece of gear from leatherworking. But it was like 20 leatherworking levels that we got, so we're all set up for when we play next, I think. We get a lot more wicked leather recipes and stuff like that. Killing satyrs and whatever else. We've done good setup work for next time we play Rugen. You know, you can't get much done in 4 levels, honestly. But what we have got done, pretty good. I'm just hoping that after this quest, we'll be pretty much where we need to be, experience-wise. Whoa. Still love how Chain Death is, like, it sounds funny, it looks funny. He just kind of, he does a little kneel on both knees, stuff like that. Like he's praying real quick, please don't kill me for real. Very good acting. That's for sure. I think even if we are like a little bit off, maybe like 1 or 2k, we'll just keep killing ogres until we're done. I don't really want to start another quest. You know, the rules of the Medley, once we hit the level we have to log out, so starting another quest and just having things in my inventory is going to be annoying. Might be a double. Is not. Ogre too dumb to see his friend be in a tank. Might be a double now. Nope. I wanted to match their smarts, but we are very far from that fella, so it makes sense. Like the head work also with the Fane Dev, it's crazy, man. But, I died. Oh no. Anyway. Damn, Grim, you can't do 3% damage while I'm healing you? Save some mana for the big fella. Did that, and then I immediately took aggro, which, you know, would have made me have to use Fane Death if Grim didn't taunt immediately. Good taunt. The mage killing the officer. I am here first, so I don't know if they need this guy, but they do. That was weird. They like I don't know. Maybe they oh yeah, they might not speak English. Because every time they talked, there was a word in brackets. Maria Madoik. Thank you. Maybe they're two names? Maybe their character is bipolar. Maybe they're role-playing. So they're, you know, they're two people. Multiple personality. That's the one I wanted to go for, not bipolar. I mean, it's pretty similar though. See, I usually go this way, so I'm not surprised that they went that way. I just felt like going straight towards the film. I'm glad I did, otherwise I would have had to wait for it. Probably. We should have enough experience from killing these ogres after we ended. A few more kills to go. 7,000 experience, so could be more or less clear. Hunter isn't like the most fun class, I would say, but I've definitely had more fun playing Rugen than I had on Balmer. Not that it was much of a, like, contest, because, well, Hunter, even though it's kind of boring, you're at least doing consistent damage. The Paladin is very hit or miss, literally. You hit or you miss. And because I'm using Seal of Command, hitting is way more important than missing, because there's a chance that I might hit, you know, 2 times. Ink Brick has hit level 60. Ink Brick. I was actually talking to my friends about how old my phone is. I said this on stream last week, right? My phone's like 12 years old. I'm gonna have to get a new one because the 3G network's closing down, and they made fun of me for being on 3G. And it's like, well, I'm still able to text and call people, like, fucking kids. I don't want to play like games and shit on my phone. But there's a new digital license being rolled out in New Zealand. It's not mandatory, so you can still use like your physical license and stuff. And a lot of people are like, man, I might just get rid of my phone and go get a nondescript phone, like a brick, you know. But the problem is, they're closing down the 3G network, so doing that is hard. But I told my friends I'll probably just upgrade my phone to like a random ass phone that has maybe 5G and not really care about it. Like, I don't care for phone brands. You know, I don't want a new iPhone, stuff like that. I could not care less. As long as my phone can call and text, it's good enough for me. I've got a computer and a laptop to play video games if I want to. I don't like scrolling TikTok all day. I don't really use many apps. I'm a simple man, I like simple things. Alright, we need 3 more kills, but I'm gonna need a little bit more experience. So I think I'll get to 137k should be fine. So we'll probably need like 5 or so kills from where we are. And then we should be job done. Feed Grim. It's always nice to be pretty much done with your leveling for a league. Trying to feed Grim and it just did the mob. It's nice to be done with a quest like right when you're finishing up the league on a character. Stint, I guess. Because it just leaves you like feeling like you had a good leveling stint, you know? You didn't do anything extra. You did what you needed to do and then you ramped it up. Good feeling. Intimidation didn't work. I immediately took freight. He was not intimidated. This should be our last mob that I need to kill as well. I think it's enough. But we're right there. We should be able to go hand in and level. So that's perfect. A perfect end to Rugen's stint then. This is within 4.5k experience, right? Math is hard, but it's not that hard. And we'll finish up for the day. I'll play tomorrow, play Alia and get her at least started. I'll check the mail on the characters tomorrow because I won't be streaming on Friday because the Scourge event's going to be starting and I'd rather monitor it for the first few days just to see if leveling is viable. If it's not, I don't know what I'm going to stream. Like... There are other games I want to play, but I don't really want to start like Cyberpunk or anything when I know I'm gonna be returning back to WoW within a month anyway. I'd rather play Cyberpunk fully and immersed, right? And we've still probably got like 3 or 4 months of World of Warcraft play during the hardcore medley. Sadly. Probably by the time TBC's coming out, I'm hoping to be done. Kind of sucks that it's coming out like right when I would start stream on Friday. If it came out like right when I was ending stream on Friday, I'd do it, but I would stream, but yeah. Blizzard is making it difficult for me. Alright, before I hand in this quest, I will send the rest of these mage weave to Alia. So we can make sure she has her tailoring good as possible. Everything else is fine, right? Shouldn't need to do anything else. Alright, let's hit level 50 for the first time in the hardcore medley.
You have a great day now.
Very nice. We are now just 10 levels from finishing. But obviously we still have 7 characters, so it's actually,
Yo,
you know, like 100 levels. Like that.
keep it real.
So it's quite far. Alright. Rogan didn't really get too many gear upgrades. Didn't change too much of our gear. I think these are new. This is new, we got this today. Made our wicked leather gauntlets, obviously. Got that in Searing Gorge. And maybe these. Everything else is pretty standard from what we had. With that though, Rugen is done. The next character that needs to be played is the priest. I'm looking forward to it because we have some Dreamweave items that we made. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's get on to it. Not today though. Let's get on to it is more for like the YouTube, you know? Alia with new upgraded gear. Gonna be fun. I don't know how she'll look because obviously this Robe of the Magi is nice, but she's gonna be using the Dreamweave vest and she might also have hot paint. We'll see. But anyway, I'm done for today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. As long as I'm alive. If I'm not, well. But yeah, I'll try to be back tomorrow. 99% sure. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world, everybody. And we'll get one more day of leveling in before the Scourge event. Then we'll monitor it, see how it's looking. And just play it by ear. But the next month might be rough. So hopefully we can get at least a level in on Alia. Get her started. Later. That was good timing too. Like 7 minutes before 3.